What's the Gaga Ken, folks? So listen, I know I'm late for P-Valley, okay? I had to make a hard choice. Either do P-Valley tonight or do It's the Bombay Gin, or do G-Status tonight. I just decided to do G-Status tonight so that I could get them over and done with, and then tomorrow we can focus and really talk about P-Valley. Speaking of P-Valley, shouts out to my good brother, my good sis, whom I love down the cat's Meow. He did an interview just now with Mercedes from P-Valley. Shout out to the cat's Meow. He is very deserving of that. I love him down. That is my boo. You know, we both support each other, been supporting each other. He been rocking with me, I've been rocking with him. So shout out to you, the cat's Meow. Girl, you almost made me cry over here, getting you a nasty piece of interview. Now I want one of them hoes to come over here and allow me to interview them. But that was the highlight of my night. And I wish I could say that this episode was the highlight of my night. But I mean, you know, listen, to each his own, bitch. So we got, this is season 2, episode 4. I'm not giving her no more camera time, bro. First and foremost, y'all got to do better with these titles. These titles are way too long. It is not an adequate title. I mean, it was cute, but I honestly won't here for the title. Nor was I here for how long these goddamn scenes was. It's bad enough that y'all doing these shits like paychecks. Y'all giving us episodes bi-weekly. Why? I do not the fuck know. And then y'all got the nerve to give us these long, drawn-out scenes just so that y'all could be here for an hour. Now, listen, I understand. Y'all don't like it when the reviewers go in on production, but bitch, fuck it. Okay? Y'all said y'all want the honest. Y'all say y'all want the real. Well, I'm about to be really brutally honest with y'all that y'all need to cut this bullshit down to at least 30 minutes. At the very least 45 minutes, instead of giving these long drawn out scenes that we don't need. I felt like we could have gotten a lot more out of the episodes if y'all just stopped drawing it out to a whole hour. It's monotony, it's maddening, and it makes a person really not care to watch it. I'm just going to be brutally honest. I mean, shit, bitch. At least when Chase and Dallas did it, we had this going on, 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 this going on. I mean, damn. Help us help you. I really felt like I had to get that off my chest, and I'm so glad I got that off my chest. So now we get down to our guy Rhetoric doing a photo shoot, and Rhetoric fills our guy in on what happened down to Akeem's dinner. I will say this. First of all, shout out to our guy for coming down in the lion's den, honey. Much like I told him down to the panel, it is never easy being down in the lion's den with us lion and lionesses. But he came in, he did what he had to do, he said what he had to say, and you know what he said, wasn't no bullshit, and that's what it was. So shout out to our guy. Our guy, I love your confessional look tonight. The red feather giving us shoulder tease, you know, with girl, Miss Girl had 5 goddamn Chanel pins going down and had, all, bumped up and all that good stuff. I lived for this confessional look. Our guy, thank you so much, because that first confessional look, no. Devon goes to see Rhetoric and to get something straight. Devon's confessional look. Devon, your confessional look was everything. I lived for your confessional look. So definitely shout out to you, Devon. And Rhetoric comes for Devon out the gate. And Devon honestly went there to apologize to Rhetoric for what happened. Now, listen. Rhetoric, I know we don't know each other well, baby, and I honestly don't want to give you too much. But can you please, and this don't just go for you, this go for everybody else, please stop addressing production. Stop addressing production. Stop addressing Jaja. I hate that. That crawls under my skin like scabies. Stop addressing Ja. Stop addressing damn production. Please. I would much rather you say them hoes over there than for you to sit up and address production and then call job by name. I hate that. I really, really do. Two, first of all, that was another long, drawn-out scene that we honestly did not need. Second of all, Redrick, listen, I actually like Redrick a lot. I really do. I like him a whole lot. But I'm not understanding why you was looking for an apology from Devon. I just don't. Yeah, Devon may have thrown the drink. But Devon was not the one that ran into you and stampeded your ass down into the ground. Ford did. And it would seem to me you would be hunting down Ford to get a damn apology from and not Devon. While I'm trying to understand how you feel and where you coming from, bitch, I just don't. Okay, I don't. Devon don't owe you no damn apology because the issue won't with you. The issue was between Devon and whoever it was that he was arguing at the time, which was Ford. Ford was the one that stampeded your ass down to the ground, and Ford is the one that owes you an apology, not Devon. So stop it. While I understand how you feel, and I'm glad Devon understood how you feel, it was just annoying me at how he was trying to give you an apology. Then you got an apology, but you were still angry. So, bitch, what is it that you're looking for? You wanted an apology and he gave you one, but you were still mad. It confused me. That's all I'm saying. I was confused, but I like you, Redrick. I like you a lot. I really do. Delicious goes to Icon Studio. Miss Girl was up in there, you know, hickory dickory docking and all that good stuff. Shout out to Delicious. I do love me some Delicious. She was actually one of the first ones I had the chance to interview with the panel. She was very charismatic up there, you know, very transparent, giving us her real, and I absolutely love Delicious a lot. Now, although I really did not go up for her as much as I would have in this episode, I still do rock with Delicious a lot, so shout out. Sherrod being the background dancer for Raheem Brazil performance, but his head was just not in the game. First and foremost, shout out to Raheem Brazil. I love Raheem Brazil down. I love what he's doing and what he's creating over there down to the Dreamhouse Network Studios. I love him. Definitely check him out. I review his show, First Timers. I like it. And for anybody that's new coming up into this gay world, honey, you need to go around there and check that out. It is actually really good. But Sherrod, I'm going to need for you to get your head in the game. I don't know what you got going on, Sherrod, but get your head in the goddamn game. And if you need to talk to somebody, hit me up, bitch. You already know I'm Dr. Phil, I'm Oprah, I'm Maury, I'm Steve Wilkos, I'm wherever it is that you need me to be at that time. Okay, I'm not your lover, but I will be your secretary. Tell me whatever it is that you need to get off your chest, and I'm here to listen. Tremel co-hosting a radio show, and they were interviewing Sammy. Shout out, first of all, shout out to Sammy. Second of all, shout out to Sammy's dick video that's been floating around Twitter for a long ass time. He got a nice piece of meat, so I was all here for seeing Sammy. He ain't got to say nay nother no. All he got to do is come up on the scene naked, pulled up on the scene naked with the Uber missing, and I'll be all here for it. But that scene, I won't here for it. Too damn long. I don't want to see Sammy's interview on y'all show. I don't. Like, listen, while I'm glad that you all are showing us exactly what it is that these people are doing, and I appreciate it, but they're just too damn long. That shit could have been 2 to 3 minutes, and then we could have went on to something else. Y'all are killing me with these long, drawn-out damn scenes. Y'all really are. And y'all, if y'all keep it up, you know, girl, you ain't gonna have me too much longer. Everybody but Tremel and Sherrod goes down to Akeem's cookout because, child, they straight up told them they booked and busy and they ain't got no time for the debauchery. And so, therefore, they did not show up. And I'm glad they didn't because, I mean, although a good time was had by all, Bedlam erupted towards the end of it. But doesn't it always? Akeem offers an apology to most of the people that was there for what happened down to his dinner. And he tried to get other people to talk and to come together. I hate this whole thing where you're in a group and then people is just making people get off of what it is that they need to get off on their chest about the next bitch. I feel like this. Let them handle that on their own. At this point in time, they're cordial with each other. They're laughing and lollygagging with everybody else. And it was a good time had by all. I really wish that we would stop doing this whole now that everybody's together, let's ruin the mood and try to have a come to Jesus moment. It won't need it and it wasn't necessary. That's just how I feel about it, period. Rhetoric bringing up being pushed down on the floor, and he wants an apology from Akeem. Why? Like, Rhetoric, you're asking everybody else to apologize to you other than the bitch that was in the wrong for pushing you and stampeding your ass. Bitch, get over it. Moving on. I'm done talking about that. But I like you, Rhetoric. I like you a lot. I really do. Brandon is in the corner by himself, and Delicious goes around there to talk to him. And she tells him what Argat and Charlie both said about him while they was talking to her and Sherrod. Divine Delicious brings Brandon over to address the issue with Argat and Charlie. And listen, I'm shocked that I'm about to say this, but I pride myself on always being on the side of right. And if I'm on the side of right with this situation, I'm sorry. The side of right, honestly, has to go to Charlie and Argat. They did not say nothing up out of the way enough for Delicious to feel some kind of way enough to bring that situation to the fold the way that she did. I'm sorry, Delicious, and as much as I love you down, baby, and you know I do, you popped off that entire situation that happened down to that dinner, and it did not need to go down that way. They said that boy worked at a pizza place. Big bitch deal. That's just like me. If I know a whole bunch of Brandons and y'all aren't giving any type of explanation of what Brandon you're talking about, and if I know a Brandon that does YouTube, yes, but also has a legitimate job working someplace, I will bring that up too. Like, oh, Brandon that worked at the pizza place, oh yeah, I know him. He was my server. He was real cool. He was cute. Yeah. I'm not understanding why that ruffled your feathers the way that it did, enough to the point that you had to bring that up. And it would seem to me, if you was going to have an issue with anybody, you should have had one with Sherrod, because Sherrod was the one that wanted all the smoke, apparently, not Charlie and Argat. So for you to bring that up in the messy way that you brought it up, which is why he took it the way that he did, which is why he brought it to him the way that he did, and that's why that situation happened the way that it did. And as much as I love you, Delicious, I'm sorry, that's the way I see it. I don't want no arguments with none of y'all about it. And Brandon, get the fuck up out of your goddamn feelings. We all know you got a real 9 to 5. I don't give a damn if you serving pizza, bitch. At least you got a motherfucking job. It's most people out here that all they doing is OnlyFans because they can't get no job nowhere in town. And you got one. Be proud of that, sis. Ain't no big deal. You got a regular 9 to 5. So what? Anyway. Delicious call Argat and Charlie faggot ass hoes, and Charlie tells her to go cut her dick off. Charlie felt bad for saying that, and Argat tells him that he went too far, and then Delicious topped it off with saying Charlie paid him to fuck him, and that was the end of the episode. Now, hold on, let me take a shot, because I already feel I'm about to make a couple of y'all hoes mad when I say this. Whew. Girl, that Bombay child make you feel like you in church and the pastor talking to you. You pulling one of these numbers, messing around with that Bombay. A lot of y'all hoes gonna get mad at me when I say this, but oh well. I mean, Delicious, you threw the blow first. Delicious, you threw a rock. Charlie threw a boulder. Y'all both was wrong. It is what it is. That's just the way I look at it. Listen, if a transgender person called me a faggot, You know, I probably allude to the fact of him being a transgender too. And it's not the fact that I'm transphobic, it's the fact that this bitch came for me, so I'm gonna come for her. And since when was there rules to arguing with a bitch? Ain't no rules to arguing with a bitch. None. The whole point of arguing with somebody is to get the best one-liners and get yours in before they get theirs. So what's tea? Then, Delicious, you topped it off with basically saying that, you know, you made him lay it low and spread it wide for, you did something strange for a little piece of change, and they was absolutely right. You disrespected yourself by even saying that. So it is what it is. You threw a rock, he threw a boulder, and now you mad. Well, that's just, and Delicious, I love you down. But I call it the way I see it. That's how I feel. I don't give a flying hell how none of y'all hoes feel about it. So with that being said, that's all I got. I ain't got no more to gig it. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about tonight's episode. And I'll holler at y'all tomorrow when I do the P-Valley review. Deuces.
I just woke up and I rolled up. I just woke up and I rolled up. And I got my plane ticket. That push that be my starter kit.